What's up, you guys? Thank you for clicking on this video. So, as you can tell by the title, if you guys remember in my video like a week ago when I first saw the leaked images of Starseeker's lockdown, I was not too thrilled. I thought it was okay, but I definitely was not too impressed at all. And I know a lot of people out there in the fandom shared my exact same thoughts in that video. I kind of want to make a second video or like a separate dedicated video to the whole controversy over this figure that's been brewing in the fandom the past week and a half since we saw the images of this thing, and especially since we got these new high-res images today and the past few days of this figure really detailing how it looks in robot and vehicle mode. And I gotta say, I don't think my opinion has changed all that much in the span of a week, but I do understand what they're going for, and I think a lot of people out there don't understand, and especially since they pretty much confirmed it in today's live stream earlier. This is not animated lockdown. I think I said this in the video a week ago, but if you take one look at the head sculpt, you'll already know this is not supposed to be animated lockdown at all. This is heavy inspiration from his design in the Revenge of the Fallen and IDW comic books or expanded lore, whatever you want to call it. Because he had this sort of look in the Lost to Light comic books, and he obviously had this look inspired by the Revenge of the Fallen expanded lore at that time. I think it was that web series back in the day. I remember watching it as a kid. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head, but that's what they're going for. It is not animated lockdown, and with that sentiment in mind, I think I accept this figure a lot more than if they labeled this as animated universe, and I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so happy that they were self-aware enough to realize, this is really not animated lockdown. It really doesn't look anything like him except for the colors and some minor design similarities. So they just made it its own thing. They made it Starseeker's lockdown, which is fine by me. And I think this kind of confirms that we're going to be getting another lockdown someday within the next few years. I'd assume that's going to be more animated, inspired, more faithful to his most popular design, I'd say, in Transformers. And I'd assume they'd also want to make him a Voyager class, or at least juke the engineering somehow, like what they did in the Deluxe class 16 years ago, and just make him a deluxe, but figure out a way to engineer it so he could expand and be a lot taller around Optimus Prime's height he's supposed to be. So hopefully he's either a really tall deluxe with crazy engineering, or he's a Voyager class whenever they inevitably do a more faithful animated lockdown. I just wish that Hasbro was a bit more self-aware with their I'm using air quotes here, Transformers Prime redos the past couple years, and they would just, make some of these figures their own thing, like Bulkhead, Knockout, what's another one? Breakdown. They keep labeling those Prime Universe when they really look nothing like their Prime designs. And it just baffles me even more since we got that little explanation here in the live stream today that they didn't want to label it animated lockdown because it doesn't look a whole lot like animated lockdown. Well, why didn't you guys do that with Bulkhead or Knockout or Breakdown? Actually, come to think of it, I can't remember if Breakdown has the Prime Universe labeling on his packaging. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or not. But yeah, it's a bit weird. But I mean, as a standalone lockdown. Hell, you could even use this as like a Cyberverse lockdown. Those designs are kind of similar, and his height canonically in that cartoon is pretty much the same as the height of this Legacy figure here. So I guess there's a bit of Cyberverse inspiration in the design of this figure as well. But they didn't say that in the live stream, so maybe I'm just reaching there, but I don't know. So yeah, you could use this as an IDW lockdown, a Cyberverse lockdown. So I don't think this is as terrible as some people are making it out to be online. But again, I also do not think this is some amazing figure or release. I think it's okay. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. I definitely think for Lockdown's first generations figure in like 15 years, he definitely deserves more than just a repaint with a new head sculpt, in my opinion. Same thing happened with Bludgeon. We didn't get a Bludgeon figure for like 14 years, and then we finally get one, and it's a repaint of Tarn, of all characters. Should have been his own mold, or at least a heavy retool of Tarn. And we get the same mess here with Lockdown. So I just hope within the next few years we get a new animated universe Lockdown, and to a further extent a new Bludgeon that is either a heavy retool of Tarn or his own dedicated mold. But yeah, the whole thing, I understand where people are coming from, but at the same time, no matter how mid this figure may be, you also have to understand that it is not what you guys think they're going for here. This is not Animated Universe Lockdown. It's their own thing with a sprinkle of Revenge of the Fallen, Cyberverse, and IDW Lockdown in there, I'd say. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I don't want to ramble on too much longer. I mean, the fact of the matter is, this Lockdown is here. It's going to be our new Chug Lockdown for however many years until they actually do make an Animated Universe Lockdown. But I'd say the best confirmation here out of the news today is that they don't consider this as a done deal for Animated Universe Lockdown. It seems like they still want to do a new Lockdown that is animated inspired at some point down the line in the Generations line. I'd assume within the next few years at the earliest. But you know how things are with Hasbro. They got so many things they want to do, especially the past few years with this new team, that we could end up waiting 5, 6, 7 years for a new Lockdown. Who knows at this point? But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what do y'all think about this new Lockdown figure and the Star Raiders line as a whole. Do you guys like any of the figures, or do you hate them? All my social medias are linked down below: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. I have a new Patreon with exclusive content such as stop motions, photography, sneak peeks at projects, what I'm working on, dioramas, crazy stuff. It's linked down below. I offer a lot of bang for your buck for like content and art and all types of stuff. It's really good what I'm offering for you guys. So hopefully any of you people out there want to help support the channel. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.